Could overlooking just one small spot when you shower be impacting your health? It might sound like an exaggeration, but increasing research suggests significant health risks are tied to neglecting hygiene in specific, often missed parts of the body. Many of these areas are easily overlooked during a standard shower routine, especially as we age, which might bring reduced flexibility or just long-standing habits. In this video, we're exploring 5 body areas that seniors commonly forget to clean thoroughly. These are places that quietly accumulate bacteria, sweat, and even fungal growth, potentially leading to genuine medical issues if not addressed. From concerns affecting circulation to skin infections that can develop unnoticed, these areas matter more for your overall well-being than you might initially think. Please stay with us until the very end, because one of these areas is very often neglected, yet has a direct link to your immune system, and keeping it clean requires less than 10 seconds. This simple habit could safeguard your health in ways you haven't fully considered. Let's get started. Number 1. The feet. Your feet are among the most frequently overlooked body parts, yet neglecting them can subtly harm your health. Simply letting water run over them in the shower isn't sufficient, particularly for older adults who may already manage conditions like reduced circulation, diabetes, or weakened immunity. Skipping a thorough cleaning of your feet is essentially creating an inviting environment for bacteria to settle in. Fungal infections, like athlete's foot, thrive in warm, moist environments, especially between the toes or underneath toenails. For seniors, what might seem like a minor patch of fungus can easily escalate into much more serious issues, such as cellulitis or non-healing skin ulcers. Compounding the issue, many older individuals don't readily feel the early signs of foot problems due to diminished nerve sensitivity. You might not recognize an infection is present until damage has already occurred, making treatment significantly more complicated. Beyond fungal issues, accumulated dead skin, cracked heels, and lingering sweat can all weaken the skin's protective barrier. This compromised skin increases your susceptibility to infections that could potentially enter the bloodstream. However, there's a very positive step you can take. Just 5 to 10 seconds of focused cleaning on each foot, making sure to clean between your toes, around your heels, and under your nails, can dramatically reduce these risks. It's not just about washing. Drying your feet thoroughly afterward is equally vital. Applying a small amount of moisturizer can help keep the skin soft, healthy, and more resilient. Think of this daily foot care not as cosmetic, but as essential vascular and preventative care. Your feet are critical for mobility, and they are also one of the first areas where signs of declining health may appear. Yet, because they are out of sight and easily hidden, they are also among the easiest parts of the body to neglect. So, the next time you shower, make a point to reach down and deliberately care for your feet. Don't just rely on a quick rinse. Number 2. The scalp. It might seem logical that if you have thinning hair, are bald, or opt for a very short haircut, you don't need to worry about your scalp anymore. However, your scalp is still skin, and like every other part of your body, it requires mindful attention. When the scalp is neglected, it becomes a silent collector of oil, sweat, dead skin cells, and environmental particles. Over time, this accumulation doesn't stay localized. It can trigger inflammation that affects your immune system, weakens your skin barrier, and leads to chronic irritation. For older adults, scalp health is more than just a cosmetic concern. Persistent dryness or flaking can cause low-grade infections that compromise the skin's integrity. In more severe cases, bacteria from the scalp can potentially enter open sores or even weaken hair follicles. Interestingly, most people aren't aware that your scalp has one of the body's highest concentrations of oil-producing glands, meaning oil buildup can happen more quickly here than almost anywhere else. When left unwashed, this oil oxidizes, hardens, and becomes an environment where harmful microbes can multiply unseen. For those in their 60s and beyond, this can mean not just discomfort, but an unnecessary risk of infection that is difficult to spot until it's advanced. While many individuals wash their hair less frequently as they age, believing their hair to be more delicate, skipping regular scalp cleansing entirely can be counterproductive, especially for those with fine or thinning hair. Even gently massaging the scalp for a few minutes during washing can boost blood flow to the head and neck, aid in lymphatic drainage, and contribute to mental clarity and stress reduction. It provides benefits beyond simple cleanliness, giving a lift to your entire system. Therefore, regardless of your hair length or thickness, your scalp still matters. Care for it with intention. Wash it mindfully and massage it lightly. You'll likely feel better for it. Your head will appreciate the attention, and your body will benefit in quiet but meaningful ways. If you're finding this information helpful for caring for yourself as you age, please support the Old Age Wisdom channel. Liking this video and subscribing helps us create more content tailored for you. Just click the like button and subscribe below. Thank you. Number 3, the navel area. Your belly button might be one of the smallest areas of your body, but it's also frequently neglected and, surprisingly, can be one of the dirtiest. As we age, our flexibility can decrease, making small, recessed areas like the navel easier to miss when showering. You might think, it's just a tiny spot. What difference could it make? However, the navel is a natural pocket where sweat, dead skin cells, soap residue, and even lint from clothing can gather. When it's not cleaned regularly, it becomes an ideal hiding spot for potentially harmful bacteria and sometimes yeast. What might start as minor irritation can unfortunately progress into an infection known as tonsillitis. Although more common in infants, this condition is increasingly being noted in older patients, particularly those with diabetes or weakened immune systems. Bacteria can thrive in the dark, moist, and warm environment of the navel, quietly causing symptoms like redness, an unpleasant odor, or discharge. What makes it particularly risky is that the initial signs are often subtle. Many seniors don't notice discomfort until the infection is quite advanced, and by that point, healing takes much longer than it would have in earlier years. In more severe instances, accumulated, hardened buildup in the navel can form what are called omphaliths or navel stones, which are small, dark, unpleasant-smelling masses that typically require medical removal. Yet, avoiding all these issues often comes down to a very simple practice. During your daily wash, use a fingertip covered with a soft washcloth or a gentle cotton swab. Clean gently inside the navel with warm water and mild soap. Afterward, it is absolutely essential to thoroughly dry the area. A dry navel is as important as a clean one, as any lingering moisture creates an ideal environment for microbes to multiply. If you have had abdominal surgery or have skin folds in the area, giving this spot extra attention is even more important. Keeping your navel clean is more than just basic hygiene. It's a preventative health measure, particularly significant as your immune system changes with age. Treat this small, hidden spot with deliberate care, because sometimes the body parts we don't easily see are the ones that require the most attention for our well-being. Number 4, the underbreast area. For many older women, and some men as well, the skin fold beneath the breasts can easily become irritated and is often overlooked during personal care. Yet, keeping this area clean is critically important as we age. This natural fold of skin, which tends to stay warm and moist, can quickly become a breeding ground for bacteria and fungus if not washed and dried carefully each day. The skin here is delicate and thin, and it's frequently covered by clothing and bras, which trap sweat and reduce air circulation. This combination creates the perfect conditions for intertrigo, a red, inflamed rash caused by constant friction, trapped moisture, and infection. It might begin with just slight redness or itching, but if not addressed, it can progress into painful open sores or stubborn fungal infections requiring lengthy treatment. Certain factors, such as past breast surgery, changes in weight, or natural skin changes over the years, can make individuals more susceptible to these issues. Because the area beneath the breasts is not easily visible in a mirror, problems can worsen considerably before they are noticed. A common mistake older adults make is believing that a brief rinse under the shower is sufficient. This area requires deliberate cleaning. Gently lift the skin, wash thoroughly using mild soap, rinse completely to remove all soap residue, and most importantly, pat the area entirely dry. Using a separate, clean towel specifically for this area can be very helpful. If moisture is a persistent concern, a small amount of unscented body powder or cornstarch can help keep the area dry without causing skin irritation. Paying careful attention to this area is not just about avoiding discomfort. It's crucial for maintaining your skin's health, preventing infections that can take weeks to clear up, and preserving your physical comfort and confidence. Neglecting this spot can subtly reduce your comfort day after day, particularly in warmer weather or during physical activity. However, dedicating just a few mindful seconds to it each morning can make a significant difference. So, even if no one else sees it, remember that this part of your body is just as deserving of consistent respect and care as any other. If you are finding these tips useful and want to continue receiving practical advice for navigating life with wisdom and vitality, please make sure you've subscribed to Old Age Wisdom. Subscribing ensures you don't miss our future videos dedicated to supporting your health and well-being. Thank you for being part of our community. Number 5, the groin area. This region is among the most sensitive and easily irritated parts of the body, and unfortunately, also one of the most neglected. For many older adults, the groin becomes a problem not due to major hygiene failures, but because small oversights accumulate over time, silently leading to ongoing issues. As we age, skin naturally loses elasticity, developing more folds and changes in muscle tone. This creates more areas where moisture can collect, offering more opportunities for bacteria and fungus to grow, resulting in increased discomfort, odor, or skin breakdown. Both men and women can experience these difficulties, yet many feel too embarrassed to discuss them or are uncertain about what constitutes normal versus problematic. The skin in the groin is delicate, easily affected by friction, and can be overwhelmed by tight clothing, incontinence, or long periods of sitting. If this area is not washed and dried correctly, conditions such as jock itch, yeast infections, or folliculitis, inflamed hair follicles, can develop unexpectedly. It might start with minor redness or itching, gradually progressing to pain or skin damage that is slow to heal in older bodies. A silent risk is how quickly infections in this region can spread due to its proximity to lymph nodes and vital internal structures. Even seemingly minor skin issues can escalate into something more serious if not addressed promptly. And once the skin barrier is compromised, healing becomes a slower and more complex process. Washing this area every day is absolutely essential. However, the method of washing is equally important. Use warm water, a gentle, unscented soap, and clean with your bare hands or a very soft cloth. Avoid vigorous scrubbing and harsh towels. Be thorough, cleaning carefully between any skin folds. Rinse the area meticulously to remove all soap residue, and then pat it completely dry. If moisture remains a consistent issue, applying a light layer of talc-free powder or a protective barrier cream can help reduce irritation. For those managing incontinence, daily cleaning is even more critical and should always be done immediately after any accident, no matter how small. Do not wait until a rash or odor is noticeable. By then, your skin is already indicating it's distressed. Maintaining a healthy groin area significantly enhances your comfort, mobility, and even self-confidence. It allows you to walk, move, and sleep without discomfort. By caring for this area daily, you are doing more than staying clean. You are actively protecting one of your body's most vulnerable regions from deterioration, infection, and potential long-term harm. Final thoughts. It's often true that the simplest habits make the greatest impact on aging well. While daily cleaning might not always feel like the most critical task, as we've discussed today, the mindful care you give to your body, especially these often missed areas, plays a vital role in your long-term health, comfort, and overall longevity. Which of these 5 areas we covered surprised you the most? Was there one spot you hadn't really considered paying extra attention to before now? True wisdom in our later years isn't solely about grand life lessons. It's also about recognizing the importance of the quiet routines, paying attention to the subtle signals our bodies provide, and embracing the daily opportunity to care for the body that supports us, gently, consistently, and with respect. If you've watched this far, my hope is that this video offers more than just a checklist. I hope it fosters a deeper appreciation for your body and inspires a renewed dedication to caring for it thoughtfully. Remember, you're doing more than simply washing away dirt. You are actively preserving the physical self that carries you through this phase of life. Thank you very much for joining us today and taking time for your well-being. We are eager to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily routine. Your insights and experiences are incredibly valuable to our community and provide us with wonderful encouragement. If you found this video helpful and enjoyable, please consider liking it, subscribing to Old Age Wisdom, and sharing it with someone else who might benefit. Your support genuinely helps us continue creating content designed to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.